Hello everyone, and today I will be guiding you on how to beat the Great Escaper stage to get Ulu the Wolf. You should disclaimer, you should always try to beat the stage first without using cat food until you use the treasures to make sure you can actually beat Ulu the Wolf so that you don't waste your treasure radars. You don't really need Rich Cat for this one, but if you have, you should definitely use it. Sniper the Cat will be really useful in knocking back the Red Boar and also the Assassin Bears, but if you don't have any, it's still okay. Now, let's start by making the loadout. You can see the main problem here is actually Ulu the Wolf and the Assassin Bears. So, firstly, meat shielding is really important. You should probably have the true form of normal cat, which is Mohawk and Eraser Cat by now. If you don't have it, you can use the base forms. It won't matter so much. It won't affect so much because they'll probably die immediately when Ulu Wolf lands the hit. Secondly, you should have at least like one Trace Cat. So if you want Trace Ball, you can, but remember to make the meat shields in a different so that they have a different speed. And the reason is because you can make it so that the boar, when he's rushing, firstly, your units will basically die. But Ulu Wolf, the cooldown on her is not so great. It's like a few seconds. But if you time it correctly, she will waste her attacks on your meat shields. You'll have an endless meat shield wall on Ulu, and she won't have any way to attack your main attackers. Firstly, I would recommend Bahamut Cat. This is a really good place to use him. Not Awakened. You would not need Awakened Bahamut for this. It will completely change the strategy. So this is your crowd control unit, Awakened Bahamut. You could have one more meat shield. You don't really require that. Then you need to have a high damaging unit against blacks. At this point, I would be using some true forms, so I would use Pizza Cat here, and I got the talent, but you don't need the talent to beat the stage. You will also need some units that are good against red, so anything that does high damage against red and resistance against it, or it could basically kill the board, like Cutter Cat here. So that's all. So you need one unit against black and one unit against red, one crowd control unit, and Ubers that you think will help. I recommend Ubers that can knock the enemy back or have LD long distance, like King of Doom Phonoa, or if you have Child of Destiny Phonoa, it's also okay. Lunos, any version of Lunos. The normal Lunos or Dark Lunos are both okay. For this, I'm just gonna choose one. I'm just gonna use Dark Lunos. I'm not gonna use Izanagi. I'm gonna keep this fair. You should also have some other attackers like Cyborg Cat that help you do damage general as a generalist against them, because as you can see in the stage, Ulu Wolf doesn't have anything to counter unless you have Fest units. It's traitless, as you can see. it's traitless, so you basically don't have any. There are few Ubers that can be able to hit him, so you need a generalist. And you can actually see in the stage that there's also an ostrich. He attacks really fast. He also has a chance to crit. So bringing Metal Cat here will be really useful. So, yes. Also, this ostrich has a high DPS. So, if you have meat shields, they won't be really useful. They're only here to tank one attack and then they'll die. So, of course, like I said, you need knockback to knock back the ostrich. You could also bring something like Carnival Cat for extra meat shielding, but you won't really need it. You only need 3 meat shields, but if you are really unsafe, you can add 1 more meat shield onto the loadout. You also need 1 quick moving unit that will be able to rush on and then tank the attacks and then let your main attackers attack it. So at this case, something like Lion, you could use Giraffe. If you have Lion, of course you need to use it, but if you have Giraffe, it's okay. If you have Crazed Giraffe, it would be even better. But assuming you don't, then we need 1 final unit that will be able to fill the slot and also be useful. It could be anything that does area attack, or 1 more anti-black unit, because there is also a black bunny, a black kangaroo, which is pretty strong. So I think you should use something that is around the medium cost, like around 1,500 to 200. Any place between that will be enough to at least deal something against the killer kangaroos. So let's start the stage now. Okay, let's start. Green Ankle Ranger, I forgot to say this, but it's really useful to be having it in this stage, because if there's a chance it freezes the boar and also the black kangaroo. You should firstly just meat shield first and hit the boss stage, and then spawn your Bahamut or the nuker of your choice. Then the kangaroo should be the first thing rushing at you. Your anti-black should be starting to do something now. And then stops my meat shield. You will have enough. Then you have successfully baited Urian onto a dealable scale. You can see the knockback is really useful because it's not hitting any of the units because of the knockback that are, like any useful units that is protected. And also Lunas doesn't have a good HP, so it's normal it dies. Okay. Then the Bahamut is about to charge his attack, and the attack lands cleanly. You can see the ostrich is actually doing quite a lot of damage right now. Try defending your Bahamut. It does a lot of damage, but the health is really fragile. So now, after both of them die, if they didn't die, you could just keep pushing it. If both of them die, you could just die until the Bahamut is back to die. You can see it's a peon cycle the boars, the black kangaroos, the kangaroos are... The goal of your pushback units is to push back into the attack the meat shield, but not the main attackers. The PR will be the main problem. If you just keep pressing it back, nothing will happen. And you can see the boar will still spawn, which is not really good. You can deal with it. And of course, Green Eye can obviously the MVP it literally just freezes everything. And that is how you beat the stage of Wolf. I hope you actually got it, because it takes quite a long time. But if you didn't get it, remember, Cat CPU exists, and just put on your treasure radar. It's that simple. Anyways, that is the end of this video. And bye to every one of you. Bye.